Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. That's right. It's Thursday night. We've made it through most of the week. It's almost the weekend. And we've got some news to report today. I think everybody here knows about it, but we're going to get into that in a second. First off, it's me, the GREG, Greg the Son, Mongo to you, been bushwhacking since 92. The it factor of UTR joined.
You goddamn right.
By my forever rival, the forever Intercontinental Champion, the current Resistance Memorial Predictions Champion, throw him up, and depending on how the night goes, if we get everybody here, he might end up being
it might be OTC watch. It might be.
Watch. Matt, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing ever so wonderful, not even because of the news that happened today. Had me another wonderful day at work. I work hard. Like most days, I don't go to lunch until like 1 or 2 o'clock. But I get a lot of stuff done. I ain't had no bullshit come my way, so I was in and out. I ain't had nobody come jump crazy at me, talk crazy to me through email. But and on top of that, next week, I got my PTO approved. We also so I only gotta work 3 days next week. We're another day closer to this beer fest. I can't fucking wait for that. And then so there's a beer fest this Saturday, and then next Saturday is August the 1st or 2nd. Yes, the 2nd. That's SummerSlam weekend. I got another beer fest. To go to next Saturday. So we got back-to-back weekends of beer festivals.
God damn. Well,
we're gonna be drunk as I'm drinking a beer right now. West Coast.
Well, if you'd like to keep up with old Matty Reigns here, Matty Bischoff on any of that, you can follow him at The Right Answer.
Right on
get all your beer talk. Get all your beer talk there. A little plug there. No, how's everybody doing, chat? We got a decent little squad watching us, whether you're at Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Thank y'all so much for joining us. We appreciate it. We got a few.
I threw all them hashtags up tonight.
Kanisha, what's up? We saw you in there early. How you doing?
Right, Kanisha was here. Shout out to you, Kanisha. You was here at 9:23. We ain't started till 9:37, but shit, you was here 15 minutes, whatever before us.
Kanisha's an OG, brother. That's what
she was waiting on us at the door. What up, Tommy?
We also got Batty, of course, and Cookies. Batty says hello. I hope you're all doing well on this beautiful and glorious day.
What up, my brother Cookies? Now, before we even say it, because I know before some of our other co-hosts join the panel, they might have other different sentiments. But this is one of my favorite T-shirts that I ever bought. I didn't think this day would come so quickly. I thought I would be a little bit older when this happened, but it didn't. So here we go. Here's my favorite shirt I own.
What? Fuck Hulkamania and what else?
Racism running wild since 1984. I bought this shirt during the pandemic, and it came with a Fuck Hulk Hogan T-shirt. No, it came with a Fuck Hulk Hogan button. But so this is a prized possession now. This is right up there with my Kobe jerseys. I have a lot of Kobe jerseys. Side note, Kobe. Yeah, I ain't bought nothing Kobe since he died, because I knew what was gonna happen the day he died. Oh, them prices are going up. I still have my Kobe jerseys from high school. I still have all the Kobe jerseys I bought. Who shall not be named might have tried to fuck me over, but I still got my Kobe stuff.
I got my shit.
I got my Kobe. Kobe gets moved personally by me.
Good God. Yeah, guys, we are talking about it. Of course, it's the biggest news story possibly this year, really. Hulk Hogan has passed away. We're going to let Mike and Kenny, of course, speak on it when they get here. So we're going to try to get into some other stuff, AEW Dynamite, some other things. But real quick, Yeah, fuck them.
It was a definite shocker. I saw one of my friends, Tiana. She came in our chat and was like, "Damn, these white people dropping like crazy." And I'm like, "The fuck she talking about?" And then I go over to our chat, to the David chat, and I see your post, and I see Kenny going like, "What?" And I was like, "What you mean?" Oh, he gone.
You go.
He up out of here. I'm like, yo, Bubba the Love Sponge has been trying to report this man's death for weeks, and he finally got it right. And the crazy thing about all of this is it was just, 2 days ago, Bubba had said, oh, yeah, Hulk Hogan, he's not doing well. He was in a coma. And then Jimmy Hart said last night, oh, no, the HOFer is doing all right, baby. He went to karaoke with Nick. It was like, now today, dead.
Dead of a heart attack.
Dead of a heart attack. Like, yeah, he was not doing well. Hulk Hogan he's had heart issues for a while now.
Well, hell, that's what happens when you take steroids half your life.
Right.
I mean, shit, it messes your heart. That's what killed Eddie.
Yeah, and if y'all don't remember how Eddie Guerrero died, we're already talking about one person dying. He died while brushing his teeth. They found him dead with the toothbrush still in his mouth. So, yes, don't do steroids. Don't do them.
Yeah.
And they shrink your dick.
Yeah, I mean there are tons of negatives, but yeah, you know, it's separating the art from the artist is something that a lot of people debate on. We're not going to do that. If you want to honor the man and for all of his accolades and things that happen in the wrestling business, it's fair to say that without him, we don't know if wrestling survives and gets to where it is today. That's fair.
Yeah,
but it's also fair for you to think, I don't give a shit about that. He's a racist piece of shit. And like, it's okay for you to have both those feelings. We'll get into that later because it's going to be a large section of the show. We're going to go over highs and lows and the good and the bad and everything. So right now, while we're waiting for that, let's talk a little Dynamite.
Oh, yes. The show, I get to learn about Dynamite. This is my favorite part of every Thursday show. The Dynamite recap. Because I get to learn about certain parts of it.
I gotta be
nice. We are not going to be nice. You saw the shirt I put up. I'm saying what I'm saying now before we get the opposite, because I'm sure like we're gonna I understand he was like me. I told Greg before we got on, wrestling WWE wouldn't be where it is today without this man. He is the father of sports entertainment, professional wrestling as we know it today. But, and it's a huge but, he's a racist. Just like I don't fuck with Tesla. When he just it's a crazy ass coincidence. He died on the day 10 years ago when his sentiments about black people were made known to the public. That was the day when a lot of black people fuck with that dude. But when he said that, like, he's not the reason I got into wrestling. So that's why for me, I understand. Like, yeah, he's cool. He was a big thing in the 80s and the early 90s. He was the father of the NWO and all that. But he's not why I got into wrestling. Shawn Michaels, The Rock, and Stone Cold are the three people that got me hooked into it. So, like, when one of them unfortunately passed away, that's when I'll be boo-hooing.
Well, we've given, our
and they're
thoughts.
And they're not as problematic as Terry was.
No. We've given our sadder thoughts on other people. Bray was someone that we were all. So we'll have more of a thing later on, like Matt said. But yeah, Matt you have never really hidden your feelings from the man. I don't think I have either.
Been known in Top Rope because I spent a whole day making memes about him.
Yeah, that was a fun time. That was
a fun time. 10 years ago, if you top rope, that's when you knew who Matt was, because you're like, yo, this dude is making.
This dude is going.
I was
that
sitting up
drop.
in the airport. I was just sitting up in the airport, just making memes. The day before, sitting at home, just making memes. Because I was just like, this dude really, he really said that. He really. This is before the internet was the internet like it was now. Like TMZ dropped that, we're like, yo.
That was a crazy thing about it is to the timing of it is because it is 10 years to the day that all that happened. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Like
Jesus.
Everybody was minding their business, and Gawker was like, "Hey, yo, y'all want to know about this dude Hulk Hogan? Yeah, guess what? He don't like black people." We're like, hold up, what you mean? What you mean? Here it is like,
it was crazy. You gotta. What did he say? Oh shit.
I can say it. I'll say
go
it.
ahead.
I will say it. People have been retweeting it like crazy. I have never had to. I have basically. I can summarize it. He basically said, if my daughter is gonna date a nigger, she better be dating an 8-foot tall basketball playing ass nigga." I mean, he says, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess we're all a little bit racist. Fucking nigger. That's the part that cracks me up, because it's like, you've already said the N-word a bunch of times. Why are you just like, yeah? I guess we're all just a little racist there, brother. That fucking nigger. And then on top of that, and further into the recording, it's a conversation. This is what's been brought up more today since he's died. It's a conversation between him and his son after that accident that he got in. He said he hoped that the people that got in the accident don't get reincarnated as 2 black people.
Yeah, that's part that like gets forgotten in history. Before we get any further than that, ladies and gentlemen, also joining us, Mr. Main Event Mike Ciampa, our Are You Fucking Serious quiz champion. Mike is racking up title points more than anybody else, I think, this season for the podcast. So Mike's been a double champion like 3 times already. Mike, brother, how you doing today?
Oh man,
it's a celebration for Mike.
It was
so it's and for half the chat. Yeah, Kanisha, it was bad. It's
one of those. I had a day. You know, we went on one of our big field trips, and yeah, I'm glad that shit's over with.
Oh no, it's too hot for that bullshit.
Hell no.
No, it's just hot ass mess. But what's up, my brothers? How y'all doing? What's going on with the chat? What's going on, Kanisha? What's going on, Batty? What up, Cookies? I see we have Tommy and whoever else who was tuning in. Welcome.
Yeah, we got a decent little crowd for today.
Oh, T-Dog here. Did I miss T-Dog?
Is he?
Oh no, T-Dog.
I don't know.
T-Dog ain't here yet.
Oh, Tommy's in here. We got a decent little crowd.
It's a different Tommy.
So I know y'all talking about the deceased Hulkster. So
we have only like barely scratched it. We were gonna do the dynamite because I want to see if we can get all of us on here to talk about Hulk.
So we'll wait until.
But if you want to do like a brief, your feelings on it, then go ahead.
Right, because
we're gonna talk about all the deep stuff later. But if you want to have a little brief, like what you feel, go ahead.
Okay.
We've already done it.
Okay, so I am 33 years old. Will be 34 next month, August 20th. So when I first got into wrestling, I wasn't introduced to the Hulkster from the 80s. You know, the Hulkster that, say your prayers, eat your body, all that. I was introduced to the Hulkster when the Hulkster became a bad guy. When he became a bad guy, a heel. When he gave up the red and yellow for the black and white.
Yeah, Mike is the WCW historian. for that era. I could listen to him talk about that forever because I don't know what happened.
So, so that's when I was introduced to the Hulkster, when he turned to the dark side. And the Hulkster wound up shocking the wrestling world, and that was the biggest what the fuck moment of that time, right? And then he goes on to, he has his NWO run, WCW. He goes on to WWE, and he eventually turns back into the red and yellow fucker, right? So I always looked at him as, he's one of those larger than life characters. He's one of the pinnacles of professional wrestling. Because of him, I'm not gonna lie. Because of him, he's one of the main reasons why I became a wrestling fan as a youngin, as a 5-year-old kid, 6-year-old kid. So he is. If Vince is the godfather of wrestling, he's right there. He's right alongside Vince as one of the main reasons why wrestling is still a force to be reckoned with today. However, when you, and I know I came on when Matt was mentioning the ER, you say that word ER, and then you double down on it and say that, I am quite racist. I do have racist tendencies, just full on admit it. That's when I can no longer revere you as a wrestler, but I just look at you as a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So, and I was talking to one of my boys about this earlier, and he made a great point. He said, I don't even think I can even say this is bittersweet. I really don't know what to call this. So what I'm going to call it is, well, before I finish this off, condolences to his family.
Right.
To his kids, he's married, condolences to them, right? They lost a father, they lost a husband,
To the actual innocent people in this.
Yeah.
People,
of course.
To the people who weren't connected directly with his bullshit and with his fuckery. Condolences to you all. But to him, man, brother, we about to smoke on this Hulk Hogan pack. Because fuck him.
Yeah.
Fuck Terry Bollea. I'm sorry. Look. No, I'm not sorry. What the fuck am I apologizing for? I'm not sorry.
I know. It cracked me up. It took everything
Mongo,
in my soul.
I have to say it, Mongo. I'm not. When it comes to this topic right here, I'm not pulling no punches. Fuck it.
They was sitting up in our work chat, like, oh my god, y'all, Hulk Hogan died. They're like, oh my god, he was one of the best. And I'm like, and then somebody's like, I know he's been doing some crazy stuff in recent years, but he was big time in the 80s and 90s. I'm like, he's a fucking racist. If y'all follow me on Twitter, I retweeted the article from I think it's David Dennis Jr. on Anscape. Even he said, he was like, Hulk Hogan's legacy is not complicated. He's a racist.
Yeah. And you know what's so bad about this situation? You've had so many people who look like Matt and myself, and Kenny, who at one point looked at that man as a hero. Like, you had so many black wrestling fans who at one point in time looked at Hulk Hogan as a superhero. Hulk Hogan was everywhere. He was on your TV, commercials, movies. They make cartoons, all that shit.
For me, his impact I'll always remember being like 4 years old. I was like, it's 1992. I didn't start watching wrestling until 99, basically. WrestleMania 15. But I definitely remember being like 4 years old and asking for, can I get the Hulk Hogan house shoe that had his head on him? And my mom being like, no, and me crying. Even though it's like, what the fuck did I know about some Hulk Hogan? But he was culturally a superhero. He had a cartoon. So for me as a 4-year-old, I want that. My mom said no. And she doubled down and said no. So I was like, oh well, I ain't getting those. I will say I am thankful. The one thing I am thankful to say about Hulk Hogan, I did get to see him wrestle. One time, I saw him wrestle Kurt Angle at King of the Ring 2002. Same King of the Ring that RVD got just straight up destroyed by Brock Lesnar in the final. But yeah, that was I can't say I saw Hulk Hogan wrestle. That was Voodoo Child Hulk Hogan. AKA they don't replay that on WWE Network.
No, they do not. No, they do not.
They give you
So when it comes to Hulk Hogan, man, fucking okay. He got a nice place in hell waiting for him right now. Okay.
Oh,
all his racist remarks, he can go ahead and just fire them up on the grill. Okay.
That's why when Justin shared that picture, that meme someone that made of it was him, Ozzy, and Michael Jamal Warner going to heaven, and the caption said, get your hand off of Malcolm. I said, hold up. I said, fuck, get your hand off Malcolm. He ain't going up there. That's what I shared. This is when y'all be like, why is Matt so evil? You got to remember, when I was 17, 18, I loved Edge and rated RKO. And I was kind of sympathizing with Randy Orton. Hey, fuck you, Ray. And he ain't up there. He's down there. Because at that point, I'm like, Randy got to win the title one more time. What you talking about?
I was talking to a mutual work friend about this, and he was like, "Are you going to talk about it tonight?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Are you going to be respectful?"
No.
Said, no.
What? Daddy. What?
No.
He apologized for being caught. All he ever said was, "Yeah, fucking watch out for cameras." Man, fucking watch out for cameras.
And that's the. I guess. Hold on. I might as well fucking change the banner because we're going
watch out for cameras.
It's he did, and it's like, look, man. There are definitely people that were pieces of shit that changed their lives and became better later on. Growth is an important thing, and it's good to see when that does happen. That's not what happened.
This stuff didn't happen with Bubba, and Bubba had a whole fucking reason, because some people probably forget. They're like, "Damn, why does Bubba dude always trying to talk about his downfall?" When Hulk Hogan's sex tape came out, it was Hulk Hogan fucking Bubba's wife.
Yep. And it fucked up Bubba's career too. But it was weird because this whole time we're like, why does Bubba know? Of course, Jimmy would know better about the situation. They're buddies, him and Bubba clearly aren't. Apparently Bubba knew from the get-go. But yeah, it's and again, we're gonna do it a little bit later. We're gonna do the Dynamite thing first, but just it's when someone doesn't want to change themselves and be better. I will tell you right now, I definitely had a family member, an older family member, who had to change some things around at a certain point in his career or in his life. Mm-hmm. And you can tell when someone's genuine about it. And I knew someone that I was really good friends with back in high school that came out what he really felt about certain people. Mm-hmm. And you can tell when someone's not being genuine when they say they've changed,
Yeah.
Listen.
And that's what this all comes down to is.
So that is two sides to that though. You got the people, to your point, Mongo, who decide to change, right? Who see the error of their ways and decide, okay, this is fucked up. Let me learn, educate myself, and let me change the way I think about those people or those situations, right?
Yeah. Apologize to those you've hurt, all that shit.
I'm sorry.
Apologize to those they've hurt and all that stuff. Like everything. Yeah.
Exactly. And on the other side, the leopard doesn't change his spots. And when it comes to this motherfucker right here, He never even tried to change his spots.
Oh no, he didn't. Like he doubled down. All he ever said, he got kicked out of the Hall of Fame and all that. But like he doubled down on that by supporting the president.
Yeah.
He doubled down on his racism by even before Trump was elected. He said in that speech, even though it irritates me to just being intelligent and being correct in saying people's actual nationalities. He's like, oh yeah, she's Indian. How? It's like, my dude, that is the wrong Indian. She's Indian American, not Native American.
Yeah.
Like even then, the word he's using Indian, it's the racist term of Native American.
That was last year.
Yeah, that's the racist term for Native Americans, basically. It's why the Cleveland Guard. That's why they're called the Cleveland Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
But you got a president out here saying we need to bring the Redskins back. No, we don't.
Right.
No, we don't. Just bring the uniform. Oh wait, they are bringing the uniforms back. That's good enough.
Right. I'm finally used to them being the Commanders now.
Right.
It's better than when they were the Washington football team. That was when they just weren't even trying. Like the Commanders, fine enough. That's cool.
Like people low key said like, yo, they should really stay the Washington football team. And then it's like y'all they can keep all the stuff they got. Just don't be the Commanders. Like have the little pig because they were the Hall. Like they can have everything and just be like, yeah, we the football team, motherfucker.
I like it. I like that era.
Bitch.
I like that short era when they were the football team. That was hilarious.
It just felt like a joke at that point, or like did the fucking South Park writers write this? What the fuck?
And then because then in the NHL, the fucking Utah team, they relocated from Phoenix, and they just were like, yep, we're going to Utah. What the fuck is y'all's name gonna be? Oh, we don't have enough time, so we're gonna be the Utah Hockey Club. I was like, now, look what the Washington football team is starting. Now they got a name. They're the Utah Mammoth. But it's like y'all motherfuckers were the Utah hockey people for a whole fucking season. Like, you know how pissed off I'd be as a rookie? Like, hey, where'd you get drafted? Man, you know, I'm part of Utah Hockey Club. Nah.
It sounds like you're lying, like you don't know how to lie about something, and you're just looking around like, oh, the Utah
I am an NHL player. You gotta believe
hockey
me.
club.
I'm part of the Utah Hockey Club. Come on. Like, no.
That sounds like one of those names that, like, movies about sports, they didn't get the rights to use the pro name, so they just figured shit out.
That day when Magic Smith faced off against the Utah Hockey Club. Like, what?
Cookie says, nah, he fucks with the football team.
And the football team was, hey, I fuck with it. When they were the football team, I said, hey, it's hilarious, but I fuck with it. Then they called themselves the Commanders. I'm like, ugh. Not Commanders.
Let's do Dynamite real quick, and then we'll talk about the rest. So Dynamite was last night. Again, we're riding high on All In stuff. Another really good episode. Really good focus on Athena being the next big challenge for Tony. Athena is carrying that contract. How do y'all feel about them using these contracts as cash-ins? Because I've seen people say they don't want the cash-in system in AEW.
They don't like the cash-in element. Man, get the fuck over it. I like the cash-in element. I don't think that. You can't have a briefcase because WWE did. We can't have a cash-in element. Then what was the fucking point of Christian walking around with a briefcase? He cashed in and he lost. It was stupid, but he lost. Because y'all realized, because he had to tell y'all, what the fuck y'all give me this for? Oh, fuck, we still got that? Yes, you do.
And what's funny about that is the show starts off last night with MJF and his briefcase. So
they heard me.
See,
Thank
you see what they do?
Thank
see
you,
what they're
TK.
doing?
Give me my money.
See?
Give me my money.
Now, see what he's gonna tell you, Matt, is it's not a suitcase; it's a bookshelf. See,
If he give me some money, I'm sharing with Mike. I'll be like, now you can pay him. Now you pay him.
he still owes Mike about $50,000. So
pay me my money. Pay me my money, TK. I'm glad he heard my complaints. I was like, what the fuck you walking around with a clipboard? That is not scary.
But you know what though? But you know what? Because Matt brought it up. He brought it up before, and I'm gonna bring it up now. I love the briefcase idea if they would have added this. If a motherfucker just came out of nowhere, pow, whoop MJF ass, and then signed the contract. My contract, bitch.
We have been waiting on something like that to happen for years. And they kind of did it with like Edge and Mr. Kennedy, but that was a match for it. No, let someone walk up, just mug somebody for that briefcase and sign the dotted line. Why not?
Because when they were after the whole that whole gauntlet match is 25 minutes or whatever, or however fucking long it is. And it's like, oh shit, what they about to get at the end? And they literally are just like, here you go. Like, it's the literal fucking contract on a clipboard. Like, I don't get nothing. Like, man, somebody could just beat my ass and sign their name on this. It ain't even nothing to protect me.
I know y'all remember this. Remember when Crash Holly was the hardcore champion? They had the 24/7 rules.
Yes.
And then anywhere Crash Holly was getting his ass beat at a bar, at a grocery store, at a motherfucking, I don't know, car wash. Just anywhere somebody could think of, somebody had a referee with him looking to pin his ass to win that hardcore title. I need something like that for this contract. Because the contract isn't signed. They don't sign the fucker until they decide to bring their monkey ass down to the ring and insert themselves in the match.
That's why I just looked at them. I was like, why are y'all just giving them the contract that's right there? Why can't they get essentially a briefcase? Because more often than not, there's nothing in the briefcase. The briefcase just similar. Once you give them the briefcase, that's essentially you signing the contract. You passing it to the ref, and the ref go, oh, you want to? Oh, I want to cash in. You said you want to bash in. No, I want to cash in. You want to suck ass? No, cash in, motherfucker, cash in.
You know what, Matt? But you know what, Matt? I'll tell you why they don't want to put it in a briefcase. You know why? Because for the last 8 months, their world title was in a fucking briefcase. That's why they don't want to use it for the contract.
They've wasted the. That's why I'm like, give them a big giant poker chip. Give them something. Give them a big giant. No, y'all said poker chip, and I'm like, yeah, I can see that because it's a casino battle royal. I'm like, yeah, man, give them a giant. Give them a debit card, something. Give them a giant. Make that clipboard a debit card. Be like, hey, I got this. I can cash in. I can swipe on that. Something. Right,
give him a big ass checkbook. What?
Let's get them something that's just ridiculous. It can be as a weapon, not the fucking actual contract. Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, and then they put a bit on closer. I was like, it ain't even signed, so I could just beat your ass and be like,
can you imagine?
I got a time shot now.
Can you imagine Bobby Lashley's wheels just churning? As MJF is gloating with that contract, and Lashley's like, I should beat this motherfucking ass right now.
And when that happens, I'm gonna be like, TK.
I forgot all about the brass ring shit they used to do too. Yeah, they had a brass ring.
I would be like, TK.
What's up, Kenny?
Give me my money,
man.
I would be like, give me my money, because if Lashley be like, you want to stay in the Hurt Syndicate so bad? Okay then, bitch. My contract now, bitch. My contract now, bitch. I'll be like, yeah. Because if it was me, Matt has won the Casino Battle Royal. Yep, guess what? Here's your contract.
I'm setting up.
I am signing it now.
I am setting up booby traps every week, plotting on MJF to get my hands on that damn contract.
No, they're gonna see me. They're gonna like, Matt is gonna be on the next Dynamite. Matty Ray's on the next Dynamite. Yeah, my segment. Yeah, what's up, y'all? We going to the bank. What we going to the bank for? Yes, I like to set up a safe deposit box. Yes, thank you.
Ken will be around next week. Cookies. We'll do that. We'll do that later. But yeah,
be like safe deposit box, and that's how. And nobody getting their hands on my contract. You gonna beat what? You gonna beat my ass at the bank? Guess who's gonna be at the bank? A guard. Guess who's gonna shoot you? The guard. They gonna shoot me. They might shoot both of us, depending on who beat mine.
MJF is taunting Hangman, saying that he'll cash in whenever he's ready. Hangman kind of just walks off, doesn't really give a shit. He beats Wheeler Yuta in under 3 minutes. It's just kind of, all right, whatever. Boom. 1, 2, 3.
Hangman is like, I just basically killed a dude to win this. I don't really care. Like, bring it. Oh, all
right. So yeah, that's the opening. We get Athena, who's there to prop up Billy Starks, her right hand woman, her number one minion. I think actually the number is like 9,000 something. So Billy is going to take on Tony Storm in Mike's favorite match, the title contender match.
Oh my!
Or the title eliminator match. Yeah. Because Tony said, how about if she beats me, she gets a title shot. So, yeah, we're doing the title eliminator.
Oh, okay. So they just made it a title eliminator without saying it was a title eliminator.
Yeah.
Tony Khan, my good man, I have a question for you.
They just put some sweetness on it by having Tony Storm say, oh, that's a good one. No.
What have I done to you, Tony Khan? What have I done to you? You continue to show me with these title eliminator matches, right? You fucked me over royalty with the bullshit ass unified title. After I booked the shit for damn near 2 years. So,
but he just over here listening to me randomly, and I'm just like, bruh.
Like,
don't listen to me. You be listening to Mike.
Batty, I'm about to put both foots in his ass, okay? Not both feet, both foots. That's how irritated I am with Tony Khan.
He about to Finn Balor stomp his ass.
Yep. He's about to get the coup de grace all in his culo, okay?
Culo de grace.
Up his bunghole. Every time that I give this man credit for something, he turns around and reciprocates it with stupidity. It's just like, please, you have enough talent. We've said this thousands of times. I will say it for the 1,001st time. Please, you have enough talent. Don't need to involve the champion in your title eliminator matches. You had the perfect system when you first started. You had a ranking system.
Yeah. That's gone now. That's gone now.
You had a ranking system. When you first started, you had an actual ranking system.
Man, I forgot all about that shit till you just said it.
I'll never forget that because
that shit was hard. That shit was hard. Like,
you're emphasizing that you're a sport, okay? That not only is this a wrestling company, but you're emphasizing that wrestling is a sport. So you have a ranking.
Like that was the whole reason why the win-loss records made sense. Now y'all just put them up there, and it's like, okay, that's nice that they're 7-6 in 2025. That don't mean shit. But when it was the rankings, it made sense. It's like, oh shit, you 7-6. What the? And what you need to be like 15th in the rankings. You better be 15th. They'd be like, they are 10th. What the fuck? They 10th. They are 7-6 this year. Nah. You need to be lower than that, player.
Exactly.
You are ass.
It's like I would love to know who are the top 5 contenders for the AEW World Title, for the AEW Women's.
Bring
World
the ranking system back.
Bring it back. That is so interesting.
And for us college football fans, man, there ain't nothing we love to argue about than some rankings.
The rankings? Oh shit! You put a top 25 in front of us.
Like wait till that top 25 come out. I already know where Ohio State gonna be at. You know, we were gonna be like 1 or 2, but you know, if we like 3 or some shit, I'm gonna be like, hold up, fuck you mean? Fuck you mean we 3? We are the defending national champion.
Well, the bullshit is, Matt, on college football 26, we're actually ranked 3rd. And guess who's number 1?
Alabama.
That's just disrespectful. Alabama?
Week 1, Mongo's team. They're ranked number 1. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I forgot we got to play Arch.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you this right now. I'm terrified of that game because I think Arch is. They got way too hyped about Arch for him to not throw a fucking pass.
I am terrified of y'all. Y'all are terrified of us. I am terrified of y'all.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
SEC we ain't beat Texas. Because we didn't beat them the Vince Young year. We didn't beat them the Colt McCoy. Yeah, we ain't beat Texas in forever. So,
well, we still don't know if Arch can actually throw a damn ball.
Man, he a Manning. That's all that matters. That's how they feel. He a Manning.
That don't mean shit. You're telling me that an athlete has never come out of his father's testicles and performed poorly?
Everybody is on him because of the last name, but they forget who his dad is. His uncles are Eli and Peyton. His dad is Cooper. Cooper was the wide receiver of the family.
Right.
Cooper sells insurance. So I don't
Cooper sells insurance, and he's the funny man on Fox NFL Sunday during the season. Like,
I'm just interested to see what's going to happen ever since we played them in that semifinal. Since we played you guys in the semifinal, so.
Oh yeah, see, I forgot that. I forgot all about that because I'm like, we beat Notre Dame's ass. Yeah, we did beat Texas. We beat Tennessee. Then we whooped up on Oregon. Then we beat on Texas. Then we beat Notre Dame's ass. And then we got the 9th national championship. I still got to put my stuff up. But I still got. Also, we gonna tell y'all right now that the little sign I bought, Greg, that is just the first thing I'm doing. That's the first project. That's the first project completed. The second project, I got 3 newspaper covers that are going to be framed for the national championships for 2002, 2014, and 2024. They go, and I'm gonna have them all framed, all nice. I'm gonna hang them up. Then that's all the national championship merchandise completed. Yeah, we got a lot of projects to complete here at Casa de Matt.
You hear that? You hear that, Bengals? Give me a fucking reason to put up some merch, Bengals.
Cookies.
Yes.
Cookies.
See.
Brother.
I
don't get them started, Cookies. We got shit to talk about. Don't get them started.
Cookies, brother.
We will beat Michigan this year. I have said it every year. For the last 4 years, I have been wrong. The day I moved into this fucking apartment, the first fucking thing I turned on once some motherfuckers got all my shit in here, I plugged my TV in. I already had the internet set up. I plugged my box in. I watched that game. And the first fucking thing that this house was christened with was a fucking OSU loss to Michigan.
That's a shame.
That's a damn shame. But they won the national championship. I have to realize that college football is not like college basketball. Duke can lose to North Carolina all they want. If they win that tournament, it ain't gonna mean shit. But I would like to beat Michigan along the way now. Let's whoop that ass and then win this whatever 12-team tournament it is until they make it 16.
All right, let's finish Dynamite. We barely started. We got to run through this thing. We had an AEW Tag Team Title Eliminator Tournament match. FTR with Stoke, who was on crutches because Edge's spear injured him. Kayfabe. Against Jet Speed. FTR beats Jet Speed to advance. And then Edge comes out and says, I can't legally touch you two, but I got two guys who can. And the Hurt Syndicate comes out.
Oh, God. Because they do get paid to hurt people. They hurt people.
Bobby and Shelton come out and whoop FTR's ass. Later on in the night.
They put that on Hulk Hogan.
Later on in the night, MJF tries to ask Bobby what the hell's going on. Why are they working with him of all people? And MJF gets pushed up against the locker. Bobby has his ass up.
I saw that meme. I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah. We don't work for you. This is about all of us. And I want you out. And Shelton just walked off. So it looks like the MJF Hurt Syndicate thing didn't last long.
Yeah, he ain't ending like Owen Hart did in the Nation, because I don't even know how Owen Hart ended in the Nation. I think they just disappeared.
I think the Nation just stopped one day and he wasn't
right. The Rock became the Rock, and that's what happened.
Yeah, I was about to say, Rock.
Basically,
Rock.
He did Justin Timberlake like insane. Hiatus.
The patriarchy say that they attack Christian to start a new chapter in their careers. They're not sorry about it. Last week they explained the reasoning, and on Saturday they're going to show who they really are. Now, again, the patriarchy right now
looks like a Bang Bros scene.
It is Nick Wayne with his mom and also Kip Sabian.
I said it looks like, that's why I said it looks like a Bang Bros scene.
Definitely one of those things for sure.
Looks like the little the stepmom messing with the boy. Yeah. Nasty. And Kip Sabian is the nosy neighbor that just happens to see it. Like, oh my God.
Happens to see it, gets involved.
Right.
We get a Moxley segment. Moxley still wants Hangman, saying that Hangman is avoiding the rematch.
Bitch, wait, y'all ain't WWE, but y'all need to be. Ain't no rematch clause, huh? Let this man go on vacation. That's his rematch clause. Go on vacation, then you get your rematch. I don't want to go on vacation, then you don't get no rematch, bitch. Take some time off. Go look at the kids. Renee's tired of seeing you at work. She want to see you at home, bitch.
Just for once, take a vacation.
That's a stipulation. Go on vacation, then you get your rematch. Use 7 days PTO.
Ospreay comes out to talk to Shivani. He's hoping to be back by Forbidden Door. Right now, Ospreay, I believe he hurt his spine.
Oh my God! See, those are the ill effects. We named them motherfucking Spray Swerve, and see, we gotta get rid of that.
Neck injury.
See, side effects of Spray Swerve, neck injuries.
They did an angle at All In where they put the chair around his neck and Pillmanized him. Apparently, it might be a legit injury, but he's hoping to be back by Forbidden Door, which is next month.
Did he get injured at there, or was that a way just to say that he was hurt, or was that the spot that hurt him?
I think it happened at Dynamite.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, happened to All In.
Oh God.
Yeah.
They did a fake move and actually killed him. Damn.
They're saying that due to the Pillmanizing, but during the match apparently he got injured, and he's going to be out until Forbidden Door. At least he's hoping to be back by Forbidden Door.
Pause.
But that would mean being back in a month, exactly a month, because Forbidden Door is on the 4th of August.
That's old Red Velvet ass, because they're like, oh, Red Velvet can't fight. There, here she is showing up. Like, what you mean she can't fight? What's she not cleared for?
I always think about when Naomi got her first SmackDown title stripped because she couldn't make it to Mania, and then 3 weeks later she was at Mania fighting for the belt
and won.
And won.
It was like,
point.
I'm not the smartest man in the world, but when you mention neck injury in a month,
I know that's what I said.
Yeah.
It ain't like
specifically. He said his
way like I be doing.
He said his C3 and C6 discs. They has herniated discs, C3 and C6. The doctor says it can be fixed, meaning I would assume that means surgery. So you're looking at neck surgery, possible back surgery, and you're saying a month?
Yeah.
No.
What is their first pay-per-view of the year? Which one?
Revolution? No, that's the
Revolution.
End of the year.
Not Revolution. So if it's not Revolution, then it's Full Gear.
Full Gear. Okay, well we'll see.
It's either Full Gear or Revolutions. One of those two.
Right.
Well, whichever one, that's when we'll see him. You talking about fucking neck surgery and back surgery?
Yeah. If he's trying to get neck surgery or potential back surgery, either way, C4 somewhere in this. And you try to come back in a month. Yeah, I remember when someone else got knee surgery and they tried to basically come back in a month or whatever. No. Remember Brendan Roy? Remember when he tore his shit and he tried to come back like the next game or whatever?
Yeah.
Stupid shit.
His career, his career was never the same. Like I was just watching a YouTube video about that. Like, yeah, he got hurt. He got surgery. And he should have been out for X amount of weeks. He came back way too soon. And it was like, yep. And his knee was already on pins and needles, and then it went all the way to shit. All right, Will Ospreay. Go ahead. You want to be Christopher Reed? You want to be Professor X? Like, if you get neck surgery, you need that's God's way of telling you to chill.
First of all, if you don't have a neck surgery and be back in a month, or you get a neck replacement from what, a fucking giraffe or something, like what the fuck?
Like my barber got neck surgery like last week or whatever, and he posted on Facebook. He took his daughter to Malibu Jack's, his bootleg ass, like Discovery Zone ass, booty ass place here in Louisville. But he took her there for daddy-daughter date. And he's like, man, I still feel the same way I felt before the surgery. And he's like, but I'm grateful to be walking and all that. And I'm like, you shouldn't even be out. You shouldn't even be out. You're only 1 week out post-op. Of course, you probably still feel the same. I'm like, you're not supposed to be out. He's not supposed to be doing anything. He's not supposed to be back cutting hair until August 6th. He's 1 week post-op. He's like, I still feel the same. Yeah, of course you do. They had to do some stuff to fix on his neck, to fix it so he didn't have pain in his neck and his arm. Because he was sitting up there going through it, cutting my hair.
Yeah, and what numbers again, Mongo?
C3 and C6.
Yeah. When they mention fucking numbers,
yeah.
Plural, more than one. Yeah.
You're not coming back in a month, okay?
He wraps up.
They gotta get in there.
Yeah. So this is his neck and going into his spine. He says there are three things I want to say. Swerve, I love you, brother. What we did at All In was spectacular. Hangman, proud of you, bruv, but I want that rematch. And then he calls the Death Riders dickheads. He goes up the ramp. Swerve is there to greet him. They hug at the top of the ramp. So I guess we're keeping Swerve and Ospreay as a team after Ospreay gets back. There's no reason to. But
the side effects of Swerve is a broken neck. I don't think we need to keep them together.
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
Y'all
just want to keep them together just so they can defeat the Hurt Syndicate? Like, just find another team to defeat them.
FTR can do it. Let's do FTR. But like Ospreay is a high flyer. There's a lot of crazy bumps. Necks, that's the last thing you want to rush. And I remember a long time ago, And when he first said it, I thought he was an asshole for it. I can't remember who it was. It was some 80s veteran who basically said that Ospreay was gonna end up like Dynamite Kid, and I was like, that's fucked up. That's when Ospreay was like 23 years old.
Right.
That's a fucked up thing to say. The guy like is barely even started his career. But if he's gonna try to rush back his neck injury and all the shit he does, it's just take your time, man. Like it's gonna be okay. You don't want to rush back and re-injure it, and then you might never wrestle again.
I'll say
even if they say it's not the worst it could be, the fact that it's your neck, no.
I'll say two things that we can move on. Like since he had three things to say, I have two things to say. Number one, if first of all, talk to what the hell is that?
My massage gun. What y'all talking about next?
I was about to say, is that a fucking alien? Am I getting
Right.
No, this is my. Shout out.
In the background?
Nah, shout out Amazon for $30.
Hell yeah. Number one, there's one person in that who's your teammate that you need to be talking to. You're in a locker room with that you need to be talking to when it concerns next. Adam Copeland. Talk to him. Number two, this goes to Will Ospreay and Tony Khan. If you believe that this man can come back from that surgery in a month, then you're a fucking idiot. You are a fucking dumbass.
Y'all talking about next? That is
Like to Mongo's point, he does some outrageous shit, and he takes some of the nastiest bumps you're gonna see.
All it takes is one wrong bump and you paralyzed, bruh.
Exactly.
And then your significant other got to take care of you, bruh. Then we over here talking about remember when we gotta have a Will Ospreay memorial? No, not memorial, but Will Ospreay, whatever.
The tribute show.
Tribute show, because he over here he took the wrong bump from FTR in a return, and now he over here he ain't even looking like Bryan Danielson. He can't even be Mr. Feeney. He just hurt.
Yeah, it's just we just don't want to. We've seen a lot of wrestlers that we love end up fucked up beyond repair. With stuff like this, so he's still very young, got a whole life ahead of him. So there is no reason to rush anything, man. You are one of the top stars in all of professional wrestling. That is not going to change if you take 6 months.
This is not no vibrator. This is definitely not one of these. This is you talking about pull out the Glock, yeah, bang bang, nigga, bang.
Not even just wrestling, just this is common sense. You talk about something that is very vital to your entire nervous system, okay? Your goddamn neck, spinal cord, your back, your hood. Sit your ass down, okay? Sit your ass down.
Jesus Christ.
It's not the tsunami starter.
That's the tsunami starter?
Oh, God.
This is the neck attachment. This will destroy that part. This will destroy that part.
We're gonna move on.
This is UTR After Dark.
Athena is the MVP or the Hurt Syndicate NGF things happens next. We already talked about that. Athena is in the opera box for this arena. By the way, I've loved the arenas that Dynamite and Collision have been going to lately.
Yeah.
These like little classic looking opera and like show how it's a neat venue.
Yeah. I love when NXT utilizes that. I like when they utilize that anytime also. That they're like, oh, they're in the rafters, or look, it's them from up above. It's like, okay, I respect that. I like
it's a neat shot. It always is a neat shot.
Then it gives it a more intimate setting as well.
Yeah.
When you're in those smaller,
especially for AEW
like that.
One of we talk about it a lot about how like Crime Time, they were very popular, didn't really do a lot title wise. One of the things that I always remember from Crime Time is when they stole the belts from DiBiase and Cody, and they were in the box with the belts, and the crowd was going crazy and like vibing with them. That was a cool fucking thing. So anytime we get somebody in the box, it does, like I said, it feels more intimate. It feels like the crowd gets a real good connection with them. It just looks cool. Cool. She's out there because Billy and Tony fight, and my God, Billy Starks is good. Billy Starks has a bright future ahead of her. Her only problem is she looks like she's fucking 15.
Yes, she just graduated high school in the last 2 years or something like that. She's from right here in Kentucky.
She's I think she's 20 now. Like she's
she's still she just got out of her teens.
Fucking baby.
Yeah, she's
like
she's definitely a baby.
And considering that, she is fucking incredible. Like she is I would put her, and this might be a little bit ridiculous. I would put her in the category of Braun, of like they just fucking got it the second they started.
She's
Billy's only been doing this
since parents.
Yeah, and she's doing this since 2018. So that means she's been doing this since she was 13 years old, I think.
Yeah,
she's of that Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate ilk.
Mm-hmm.
They were wrestling professionally when they were fucking 13, 14, 15 years old.
Because I only, right when she started getting popular, right when she signed with AEW, that's when I realized that she was just from one of the little outside towns. You know how Michael knows what I'm talking about, how Norwood is outside of Cincinnati, and they'll be like, oh, they're from Cincinnati. Like Dean, Moxley is from Cincinnati, but he's from Norwood. He's from Norwood.
Mm-hmm.
That motherfucker from Norwood. But Billy, they're like, Billy's from Louisville. They're like, no, she's from Elizabethtown or one of these little outside towns. But Louisville, she's from the Louisville area.
Well, you know how it is. It's always your real town is too small to talk about, so we're gonna give you a bigger town.
Or your real
20.
Town, like Mott's is fucking racist, so we ain't gonna say that. Norwood is a sundown town.
Man, and me and Mike fucked around and lived there. Hey, if we live, we live. We the real sinners. We the real sinners.
Yeah, they Hulk Hogan had a summer home there. So
we burnt that shit down, brother.
He was the mayor, brother.
Only thing I miss in Norwood is Frisch's and Skyline.
Yeah. And that bootleg corner store.
What's up, my brother? What's up, my brother?
Uh-huh.
Billy gets a nice enziguri on Tony and goes for her Atomico, like the Topi Atomico over the rope senton.
Yeah.
Tony counters, gets from the chicken wing, and she taps out to the chicken wing, which also is another thing I love about Tony. She's kind of like Gunther, where she has a lot of different shit that she'll beat you with. It ain't just going to be the Storm Zero. She'll knock your ass out with her ass. She'll hit you with all kinds of submissions. That woman is dangerous. These two work really well together. Billy is great. I cannot wait to see Billy's career go on from here. I've been waiting on Athena and Tony since last year because they were teasing Athena. Athena was at Forbidden Door, I think. She was at a pay-per-view last year. And I was like, Ring of Honor champion, AEW champion. Let's put them together. I've been waiting on it. And I figured it wouldn't happen until Athena lost that belt. But we're doing this shit now at the peak of Athena's 950-plus day reign with that shit. And Tony just knocking off Mercedes and still retaining. This is, God damn, this women's division is good.
Tony Khan's like, you're about to reach 1,000 days, huh? Okay, you can finally come outside and play.
Fine, you've proven yourself. Come on out. And she has been whooping ass. We especially Kenny's mentioned before, and I've had to agree. When she was Ember Moon in WWE, she was a little injury prone, a little sloppy. That has gone away. Athena is at the top of her game right now. I am stoked for this title match. Whenever the fuck they do it, they don't know yet. She's also the the person with a briefcase or contract. I think she's doing a contract on a clipboard. She can cash in or she can do an actual match. I'd love an actual match, but if she cashes in, we're going to get an actual match anyway. So,
right.
Fuck it. Yeah, good stuff here. This is probably the best part of the show. Next up is Swerve. Swerve is taking on one of Don Callis's newest names, HOFer, who, by the way, is fucking massive. He is 5'10", 230 pounds. He's a fucking brick house.
So he's Braun Breaker.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. He is. They kind of said something last night along that him saying his age. He debuted in 2001, so he's not exactly a young man.
Damn.
They kind of said something about him maybe being in his 50s. And if that's the case, god damn, for someone who's in his 50s, he's doing some crazy shit. HOFer is great.
Hashitachi. In the words of Mark.
Trying to think of all these other luchadors that have shown up. Mystico obviously is great. I'm trying to think of Grand Metalik's name. Mascara Dorada.
Yeah, the shit that's not Gran Turismo.
It's not Lindsay.
Right, that's not Lindsay.
along with Hologram and they out of nowhere they have built up a very, very good luchador.
They out here getting a WCW 96 on.
They are. And with the fucking Beast Mortos, that's a whole other thing.
Oh, he's just a sexy dude that's just mad.
You said it, not me.
Hey, he says that he's sexy.
When I seen that dude last night, I'm sorry, I'm still blinded by the ignorance of WWE with the old El Grande Americano. Because when I first seen him, the first thing that popped to my mind was, okay, what former wrestler is this? What current wrestler is this guy? Who is this character? Who's playing the role of this character? But now to know that, oh no, he is legit, a legit luchador. It's all right, cool. I can get with that.
Yeah. Between all that, Roosh, who is with Mortos and Jalistico, it's a really, you see a lot of it on Collision.
Roosh is scary. He's scary.
Roosh scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Cookie says, nah, he is sexy. He's hot. Cookies, you can go for him, brother.
Look to his photo.
That's something you can handle, Mercedes, brother. If you want to fight for your man, go ahead.
You know what? Cookie's playing with house money. He got the best of both worlds. For him, regardless.
Right. Get Mercedes too, Cookies. Get Mercedes too, Cookies.
There you go, batty. So we're gonna beat Mercedes. We're gonna share this, man.
Y'all go. They gonna break beef. They gonna break the beef.
I'll see Batty and Cookies on the 10 o'clock news because they done whip Mercedes' ass.
So yeah, Strickland and HOFer have a pretty fun one.
My ass had to get healthy, drink some lemonade, even though it's alcoholic lemonade.
Just before Swerve can set up for the house call, the Chaos Family shows up. Big DQ. Brody King, Bandito show up. Okada comes in because Okada's with the Don Chaos family, of course. I love this group minus Trent and Rocky Romero.
Yeah, it's at a certain time, it's those are the two kids that get picked last in dodgeball.
Yes.
Rocky, I hate that.
That's a great example. Yes.
There's no point of Trent and Rocky Romero being there. They're just there for the NJ, for the New Japan aspect of it, because they were in that booty ass group in New Japan. I don't even remember the name of their group in New Japan because Roppongi Vice. That's
Roppongi Vice. Because they're RPG Vice here because they can't say Roppongi, I guess. I don't know.
Right. Ass. RPG ass. That's what they are.
Briscoe shows up. Mark Briscoe's been feuding with MJF for a while. MJF says last week MJF said that the wrong brother died.
See, that's just not cool.
Which is right out of the Dewey Cox story.
That's AEW at its finest, always doing too much.
It's like Randy going Eddie's in hell. It's like that was a little much. That was a little far. This week again, he says, everybody wishes that y'all were switched. God damn, dude, Jesus Christ.
No, they do not.
Stop saying this shit. I mean, I
wish his brother was alive more than I wish that they were switched. I don't wish that nobody was switched. And
he says something along the lines of like, what's it like to wake up every day and look your families in the eye knowing that they wish you were him instead? It's like, Jesus, fuck.
Mark Briscoe must be a hell of a guy because, he signs off on this shit.
He does. He can also whoop your ass. So apparently they're not saying shit he doesn't agree with because he would beat MJF's ass in a heartbeat. That man. That redneck kung fu, that shit's real. It's a tough son of a bitch.
He got one to prove it.
Briscoe takes on Claudio here, and I'm like, God, man, I would love for Mark Briscoe to win this match. Like, everyone loves Mark Briscoe. If you give Mark Briscoe like a good run, everyone will want him to win a world title. Like, people fucking love Mark Briscoe. But he's not beating Claudio. Claudio is just going to beat him, and then, nope, Mark Briscoe won that shit. Yeah, Mark Briscoe beat Claudio not clean, but he did get the dub. Get us a small package on Claudio, get the dub. So Briscoe keeps having more interesting victories. And
that's why I picked him on their last pay-per-view, all in.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense. It's like, okay, MJF is saying all this shit, right? Saying that Jay should have been you instead of Jay and all this and this and that. Build upon that. Have him go on that run to your point to where he's having a title shot. Have him win that fucking title shot.
Yeah.
I get it. You want to have the face, heel aspect, Hangman, big baby face, MJF, douchebag heel. Okay. But it's always good every now and then to have a baby face against a baby face to put on a great fucking match.
Which they've done. AEW loves to do. Like they're great at baby face.
They do it all
Last
the time.
year's was Swerve and Brian.
Yeah, they do it all the time. So why not make this? Why not have this? You got a money storyline in the palm of your hands right now. I guess they just want to make it okay. He needs to really work his way to it. Okay, he was this close. It got swept from under him. It's kind of like the Mike Santana thing, where he was this close, tricked, threw his ass at the ring, got the pin off his move. Okay, gotta make him work a little bit harder for it. I understand that, but it's like at some point you gotta put the belt on that toothless motherfucker. Okay, you got to.
Yeah. And like you said, and we've seen in wrestling before, like someone says some irredeemable shit, and then they go on to win anyway. Like the one that everyone wants to talk about is Triple H and Booker before Mania 19. All the shit Triple H said, like that was the most racist shit you can imagine. Called him boy, carry my bags. You aren't fit for this,
man.
Fit for that. And then Booker lost the match. Like God,
I was so blind to all of that because I was just like, Triple H is going to beat this dude. Like I already knew Triple H was going to win. I didn't see Booker T beating him whatsoever. So him calling him boy and all that, I'm just like, I don't even know why you doing all this. You gonna win.
It's too much.
It's one of the rare Triple H wins at WrestleMania. Like,
I mean, guess who he learned from? Guess who was also there at that time?
Hulk Hogan.
I wonder. And Daddy,
WrestleMania 19. That's one of the That is
and it gets brought up a lot, but it really is a fucked up situation. Where like if he was gonna lose, don't say that stuff. Same thing with Mark. Like if he's gonna lose already, don't have him get told that we want him to die instead of Jay, and then he loses. Like, god damn.
That's WrestleMania 19, the same WrestleMania where we have Mr. McMahon versus Hulk Hogan. These are the years when Mr. McMahon is the other attraction, along with Undertaker.
Oh, that was around when that was around Mr. America time, wasn't it?
Yeah, basically, he was Mr. America, and then he's like, "Oh, I created Hulk Hogan." And it's like, "Oh, great, we get Hulk Hogan versus Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania 19." We also got Austin versus Rock, the final. That's when Austin got retired until KO made him come back.
What, 2 years ago, I think.
Right.
But yeah, so that's Dynamite. Oh, sorry. After the match, the Death Riders jump Mark, and Moxley says this, which I was like, I really don't like where this is going. He said, "You're not a champion yet. What happens when you all get too comfortable?" He's talking about Hangman. You're not a real world champion yet. What? Despite him finally taking that belt out of that briefcase, and we're finally past this shit. Mox still has to make Hangman prove himself. Like this, it's done. I get doing the rematch because it was a big match, and that's fine. But the fact that he's still trying to push the shit he was pushing last year when he attacked Bryan, it doesn't add up with what he actually does.
You can't sit up here and act like the big bully when you've already been defeated. My dude, you was basically hung to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why he should have gone away for a little while.
Right. He should be on vacation. That's why the stipulation need to be take your ass on vacation, then we'll see you in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Come back in September, show up and whoop Hangman's ass, we get a rematch.
Come back in September tan with a tanned ass, bald head.
But instead we get this. And it's like, God.
Now you got to be showing up looking like some gold star. You about to be looking like trash.
Every time I hear that Death Rider song, I just get really.
That's what we think of Gold Star.
I stopped caring.
That's Gold Star.
They
are what we talking about. That's the inferior chili. Skyline.
No. Skyline is Sky. I will not tolerate no Gold Star slander.
Oh, Gold Star's ass now is good now. Skyline ain't good no more.
I've always loved Gold Star.
My thing was always whoever was fucking closest. Wherever we lived at, whoever was closest. My favorite is Kent Washington.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the slight tangent that Matt and I went on, we're talking about, because Cincinnati chili is a huge staple here, and Coney's is a huge staple here. So, you got Gold Star, you got Skyline. Skyline is the more, mainstream.
They're the name brand. They're the WWE of chili.
Right. This is the AEW and WWE of chili debates right here. So, but yeah,
Because I think the Bengals are with Gold Star still, ain't they?
No, there was Skyline. When we made the Super Bowl, we were sponsored by Gold Star. Yeah. Skyline's been the sponsor. Fuck Skyline. And fuck this storyline that they're trying to muster up. I don't want to see Mox on my TV for about 4 months, okay? He come at the beginning of the year, for all I care.
At this point, I don't want to see Mox until it's like 2020. No, I ain't gonna say 2020 something. It's got to be 2020, like 2030, 35. Turn up. I'll be like,
the Shields last hurrah.
I don't even see that bald head skittle diddle anymore. Time soon. Ty seeing his brown head ass. Ty seeing Tommy Pickles' bad ass. Sit your ass down. Ty, go on time out. Man, where's Stu and Didi at? Go put his ass in time out. Fuck. Tired looking at Tommy Pickles. His ass is just bad. This is Tommy. See what happens with y'all? This is what happens when Tommy broke out all these times.
Yeah, but Mongo just said, about Heyman not being a real champion. It's like, dude, you are in denial. Now we can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Oh, we hear you now.
Okay. Gotta say, damn, what the fuck? Kenny's gone. All of a sudden, I get the problems. All right, okay.
That's Batty working her magic, baby.
That's exactly what that shit is.
I'm about to say Hogan, like shit we've been saying, so he had to.
And
Man,
now we can't see the fucking Twitter views.
Fuck Hogan.
Seahawk.
I see. Hey, we got 49 people on Twitter.
As long as somebody can see that shit. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's Dynamite.
Yeah.
That's Dynamite. Dynamite was cool. Aside from the fucking Death Rider stuff, AEW continues to really. AEW's in a hot streak.
AEW's in their attitude era.
Yeah, they've finally
matured.
Well, they were kind of in a real holding pattern for a few different titles.
They're in their new generation.
They were. They had Kevin Nash on top, or Diesel.
Oh God!
But now, yeah, this looking a lot better. Dynamite's usually fun. I do Collision every week, and I honestly, I haven't really been upset about doing Collision. There's been some pretty good shit. So
honestly, like since they've gotten rid of whatever the other show was, I don't even remember what was the name of it. Rampage, yeah. Since they got rid of Rampage, and like it's not even like it's clearly a Nitro Thunder aspect of this. Because essentially AEW is WCW. Unless they try and say they're not, y'all are WCW with just in New Japan aspects. Y'all are on the WCW channel. Y'all just present yourselves as if y'all are New Japan America. But y'all are all elite. So whatever. So I like everything they're doing with this. It's very, very WCW-ish, but it's enjoyable WCW. Like WCW was going great. It's just it got to the point of they just let the inmates run the asylum. Like AEW was never going to get to that point. Unfortunately, like as much as people were like, "Oh, they're going to go out of business." No, they're not. It's never going to get that bad because Tony Khan is a businessman. At the end of the day, he's never going to let them run over him. As much as we say they do run over him, he's not going to let them run over him.
No, they only shut down whenever Tony just decides he's had enough.
Right? He's like, "Yep, I'm tired of doing this shit."
But he is a wrestling fanatic through and through, so that ain't gonna happen anytime soon. So like it would have to be both that it's doing badly and he doesn't want to do it anymore. And honestly, I don't see that happening.
Like AEW is the one company where we can get a throwback to a storyline that we are not familiar with because it happened outside of New York, aka WWE, aka WWF. If this is something that happened in NWA 1983, we don't know that. But Tony Khan does. This is something that happened in WCW 1987, 1988. We're not going to know that because we were all negative, not here.
But he's a historian, really.
Right,
that's what he is.
Historian. If it's something that happened in ECW, yeah, we weren't watching because people were tape trading. We weren't watching wrestling. We were watching Power Rangers. So,
I damn sure was.
Right.
But yeah, good Dynamite, good stuff. And again, there are people that they're just always going to hate WWE or AEW, whatever.
I just sucked at Nisha said Tommy Pickles. Yeah, yes. John Moxley is just badass Tommy Pickles.
I guess, well, since Kenny's not going to be able to be here tonight, let's go ahead and do it. Let's really get into
Let's talk about this.
The story.
This dead ass racist.
Yeah. And so yeah,
Dead-ass racist.
Hogan, over the past like month, really, we've been hearing conflicting reports from his friends. Bubba the Love Sponge has been saying that he's been on his deathbed for a while and that it's not looking good. And then Bischoff or Jimmy Hart or whoever would come out and say, no, he's fine. What are you talking about? He's okay. And his family never spoke up. So we just didn't really pay any attention to it. Apparently, and honestly, with what he died of today, it still might be that he just had a heart attack at the age of 71. Like we really don't know the whole hospital situation unless there's been an update on that lately. At some point today, we still don't know that. All we know is that he died at his house this morning. Cardiac failure, cardiac arrest.
See, this motherfucker can't even have a normal death. See, this has to be a story.
The man can't even put over death.
Right.
Trying to kick out, it's a late count, all this other shit. Yeah. It's and you know, again, looking back at the history of wrestling, it is undeniable. Without Hulk Hogan, we don't know where wrestling is today. And we said this about Vince. You know, Vince is a fucking horrible person, a piece of shit.
Oh, I got the update on what happened. So
okay,
it was essentially he didn't go out like Dusty, where Dusty died basically at his house. But it's basically almost the same way. He went to cardiac arrest. Everybody in the community, because somebody in our work chat was like, I lived in the same area he lived in. And we used to go to the same diner, and he would be in there with his family, but we would never bother him because he was always a nice person. I'm like, he a racist. He a racist. I don't care what's up.
Stop saying he's nice. He can't be nice.
He is not nice. He don't like me.
Like, he might be nice to you.
Right.
Might be nice to me.
He calls me the hard ER.
Right.
If he saw me walking down the street, he'd probably be okay with me, but that doesn't mean I like the guy.
He puts me in the traffic. He'll save you. He is let me die. He don't give a fuck about me because I don't play basketball. I'm not an 8 foot tall.
I can't like it genuinely was a statement so racist. You would have thought it came out of like a biopic.
So skit.
You thought it would have come out of like a fucking biopic about an amazing 80s basketball team down in Texas in the 80s or 70s. The way that he said that shit, like that was in 2011. What the fuck?
Yeah, you would have thought Bear Bryant or somebody that said that shit.
God damn.
So the update was he went into cardiac arrest. They called the police. It was a heavy police presence because everybody in the neighborhood, you know, knows Hulk Hogan. So everybody was there. They rushed him to the hospital. They tried to resuscitate him, but he died at the hospital. He didn't even die at his house. But he essentially went out the same way. He died of cardiac arrest. It's like Dusty Rhodes died of a heart attack. But yeah. Only thing I can think of was, he gone. I didn't expect that to happen in 2025, but the way the week has been going, I said, it only makes sense. Malcolm Jamal Warner, Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk Hogan, all 80s icons.
But also Chuck Mangione. Yeah. So we can put one of those in another category. And slide
that up in my work chat.
Chuck in.
They did bring Chuck up in the work chat, and I said, man, that's when my King of the Hill nerd came out. I said, man, I love whenever he popped up. That's how I learned about him on King of the Hill. My mom knew who he was. I'm like, I don't know who this Chuck Mangione dude is.
Bro, I told you in that. Yeah, I told you in that chat. I was like, every time I watch the episode of Buckley's funeral, and he goes from taps to feel so good on that fucking trumpet, I lose my shit.
He died. I was like, Twitter, Because I was like, I know somebody had posted this. I was like, yes, because this is the moment of King of the Hill. If y'all know what we're talking about. When Luann's boyfriend, when the Megalomart blew up, and Luann's boyfriend Buckley died in the explosion or whatever, at his funeral, they had Chuck Mangione playing taps. And Chuck Mangione went from taps to Feel So Good, which is like the hit that he is known for throughout everywhere. And it was like,
I'm see if I can find it. It's so fucking funny. It's in one of our chats. You
right, it's in the damage chat. This is the damage chat. And like, they're playing this at this dude's funeral. And then Bobby and his little girlfriend Connie are like, "You want to go play in the cemetery?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." And it's like, what the hell is happening at this dude's funeral? Only in Texas. Like, first of all, I literally learned about Chuck Mangione off of that show. I had no idea who this dude was. My mom was like, "Oh, I know who he is." I'm like, "Of course you know who he is." Me, of course you know who he is. I just said to her.
This is one of the funniest fucking clips from this show.
This is depressing. You want to go play in the cemetery? Okay.
First of all,
what the fuck?
First of all, Connie and Bobby should have been in a psych ward. Because who the fuck wants to play in a goddamn cemetery?
That's why
Chuck Mangione. Chuck Mangione.
That's why it's crazy that me and Greg, I met Greg because me and Greg had the same. He likes horror, I don't. But I like Scrubs, he likes Scrubs. I like King of the Hill, he likes King of the Hill. I get my sense of humor basically from Chappelle Show, Boondocks, King of the Hill, and Scrubs. And just observation humor.
That I also grew up with. So yeah,
and all this observation humor. And it's like, oh, why the fuck is this like? What the fuck? Why is this funny? Why is this joke happening right now?
This is real life 80s, 70s Chuck Mangione.
I played the trumpet and I didn't even know who this dude was. That's bad for me. I played the trumpet and didn't even know who this dude was. Like, who he? I know Louis Armstrong. I don't know no Chuck Mangione. Why do I know Chuck Mangione? Y'all ain't telling me about no Chuck Mangione. Y'all tell us about Louis Armstrong all the damn time. Y'all tell us about Shaq Smo. Y'all ain't telling us about no Chuck Mangione. He got top 40 hits. Come on now. That's some yacht music. That's some yacht rock right there.
Bro, I remember when we first got like Sirius Radio and they did a yacht rock channel recently. That song came on. I was like, they're playing the King of the Hill song? Oh, wait. That's right. That's right. Kenny G. Yeah, Kenny G is another one.
King of the Hill is the greatest anime ever. Shout out to the Facebook page I used to follow that said that.
Bro, that's because so they're just like running like not a joke. People will like get all pissy and adults that get this way about fucking cartoons is weird. Where like they'll watch an anime, like you gotta watch it subbed and read the subtitles because if you listen to the English, it doesn't sound right. That's like a common thing people say over here and like around the world. But apparently in Japan, when they watch King of the Hill, they have arguments over whether they need to watch it subbed with the American dubbing or with it being dubbed in Japanese. Because they're like, it just doesn't have the same punch. When
King of the Hill was the one show that it was like the humor. Like I watched that show growing up on reruns on our WB UPN affiliate because I would never watch it like in real time. Then once I got Hulu, like I had basically seen every episode of King of the Hill just off of reruns and then like catching up just through that and then watching it when it would come back on in September. Like that show was funny. It's just like this is just regular common sense humor. It's just some rednecks Like that's what it shocks me that it's coming back because it's like this is humor that you really can't do anymore. But if y'all say y'all gonna do it, I'm all for it. It's gonna be on Hulu.
We're gonna try it. And again, before it airs, we get the fucking death of Chuck. You know, we already lost Luann and Lucky. It's so dry. There's a joke that sometimes you don't catch it until it's my favorite King of the Hill joke is one of my favorites is when they're gonna go steal a news van and Nancy and Pete, they're like, damn, we're gonna go steal a news van.
They can't report it.
It's such a stupid it's such a dumb joke, but it's so
that is so
funny.
Right. I was like, yo, I didn't even think about that. It's just a perfect crime. They can't report it. Shut the fuck up, Dale.
It's that, and then there are a lot of others, but the other one that I always love is when they're in Mexico at those apartments and Hank's trying to get in the doorknob and he's trying to get the cap off his WD-40, but it's stuck. So he gets a tinier can of WD-40 to spray onto that one to open it up. To spray the doorknob.
I love King of the Hill. Like between that, like it's just a show of people thinking they're smarter than what they are. It's just people like you all know somebody like Hank. You all know somebody like Peggy. You all know somebody that is a conspiracy theorist like Dale. That is all I know. That's the government. Yeah, you can't trust the government. You don't know. We all don't know. We probably all got somebody like a Boomhauer that's like, man, that's just him. That's just like he don't.
Secretly, he's part of the CIA or whatever. What was it at the end of the show? He was like a Texas Ranger.
He was a Texas Ranger at the end of the series. It was like, what the hell?
When Bobby got gout. Oh, when Bobby's got the fucking scooter.
Oh yeah, Bobby got the gout. When Bobby
Mike's sitting here like, what the fuck are they talking about?
When Mike got
my favorite when stupid ass Bobby kicked his mom in the cooter.
Yes, Bobby, you will come to find out I have no testicles. Cons on the fence. She's lying. Finish her.
Because his ass was over there, but his dad in the nuts. He was like, hey, you should have watched out, Dad. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, Hank need to beat your ass. And then you see him struggling. He's like, Bobby, put that dang video game down. He's like, I'll do it when I'm ready. I don't feel like it.
In a minute.
I don't feel like it. Oh, in a minute. And that's when Peggy comes up. He's like, oh, yeah. She's like, that's right, Bobby. I have no time. I'm like, no, in real life, if you kick your mom right there, it's going to hurt her still. It's still going to hurt her pelvic bone, my boy.
That is, because they do that in wrestling where, like, there's this guy on the indies, Richard Holiday, who his big finish is a low blow. That's his gimmick is a low blow. And he hit some, I can't remember, I think it was Kylie Ray, maybe? Hit her in the crotch and she like didn't sell it. I'm like, no, that would still fucking hurt.
I was like, I asked my mom that. Because I was like, if I do that, is that going to hurt? She was like, yes. I was like, I was just asking. I am not. Yeah. I'm not trying to test you, mama.
Yeah, it's still flesh down there. Of course it's going to fucking hurt.
I was like, what?
The idea that's like, not only does it like, it doesn't hurt as bad as getting hit in the nuts. It just doesn't hurt at all. Like, no, if you get kicked anywhere, even if you don't have sensitive parts, it's still going to hurt.
That's why I was like, yo, because they just make it seem like, oh, you got a coochie. You just don't feel pain. Like, what?
All right. This is what Matt's talking about, Batty. So this is, she's tired of him disrespecting his dad. Takes the game.
After he's already kicked his dad in the nuts.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's disrespecting him, so she's got to be the man now. Like,
And he's also like kicked bullies in the nuts. He's starting fights and kicking them in the nuts. But this, if you like this clip, you should watch King of the Hill.
Yeah.
That's mine. Give it back. In a minute. Ooh, that's my purse.
The fuck? I didn't know that was coming. What the heck is this? What is this? What is this edit? What the fuck? Hold on. What the fuck? Why was that the first one that I clicked? Why is the first one that popped up was the one that they edited like crazy? Where is it? Damn it! Damn it! I need this.
That is not what actually happens.
No, it is not.
He did not go.
All right, let me screen this before I fucking.
Right. Bobby
all right, here we go.
Chase did not go.
Hey, man.
I don't even know what that was. I don't even know what the fuck that was. Batty, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's try it one more time.
That's my purse.
Here we go.
That's right, Bobby. I believe you will find that I have no testicles. Where's your secret weapon now, huh?
She bluffing? Finish her.
I'm sorry.
The first time I saw that, dude, I was on the fucking ground laughing. It was so fucking funny. Oh god. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan.
We're talking about fucking the races. We're talking about the races.
Before we continue on that fucker, first of all, Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles was influenced thanks to this shit. He was kicking everybody in the goddamn nuts.
He was kicking AJ in the nuts. He was kicking everybody that came near him. Kevin Owens
that episode, because I love that bully, and I think he's going to be one of the people that show up in this reboot.
Yeah,
I know Kevin. I think it's some random friend that's going to be with them. And I'm like, ew, why is he there? But
apparently Chang Wasana-song is like buddy.
Yeah, it's like Chang Wasana-song or somebody. But the one kid my favorite part of that episode with Bobby kicking everybody in the nuts is when he kicks the bully because he's like, What are you gonna do, Bobby? Kick me in the nuts. And it's like, oh.
He was like, I don't know. I could kick you tomorrow. I could kick you next week. I could.
And you know what?
And then that redheaded kid, he kicked him in the nuts.
that redhead kid always when Dale came in as an idiot, I can see your dad's junk. Like, where is this little boy from?
Even as a kid watching that episode, I came to the conclusion then, oh yeah, this boy's a dumbass. Like, Bobby Hill is an idiot. Because even as a kid, you know, women ain't got that. Women ain't got dick and balls, Bobby. Okay.
That's what would always crack me up about King of the Hill. That's the one kicker about King of the Hill. Because Joseph has already went through puberty. Connie has already went through puberty. Bobby has not went through it. He likes girls, but he doesn't like them to the extent that he wants to fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants
Bobby's going for a little kissy kiss.
Right. He just likes kisses. He still wants to play with his trolls.
Right.
He still wants to play with his troll dolls and all that. So it's the crazy thing is like at the end of the show, he's finally maturing and starting to like steak like his dad. But that's where it ends. So now in this reboot, Bobby is a chef. He's a chef. He's a foodie and all that. Hank and Peggy went to Iraq or Afghanistan or somewhere for oil and all this, and they're coming back to America in 2025, and Bobby has just basically been babysitting the house or whatever. Like,
he's also a chef now, which is like that makes sense.
Yeah,
I remember like when it was first going around, like we're doing a continuation, and I was like, what the fuck is Bobby going to be? And someone said he's a streamer, and I was like, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That would make a lot of sense if Bobby's a streamer.
I would watch Bobby's channel. I would be a subscriber to Bobby's channel.
Absolutely. But let's get back on the stuff we're supposed to be here talking about. Let's talk about So I said this today, and I said it when the January Netflix debut happened, and he got the fucking shit booed out of him. And the people they're like, "Oh, he's only getting booed because he's MAGA and he's got canceled." No, that's a good reason, but no, that's not why he got booed. No, he got booed.
That's like about 25% of why he's being booed.
That might even be a high number. Like it really,
it might be about a good 40% of why he's being booed. 60%
really,
of that is because he don't like black people.
Yeah, the racism thing really, like, because all the other stuff is like it's work shit. You know, he's an asshole. They were all assholes. The racism is when everyone was like, "All right, well, fuck him, fuck him." But he also did a lot of other fucked up shit. He would always lie about things. He said that he wrestled 440 times in a year. We don't have that many days.
I was about to say, motherfucker, we only have 365 days, and we know you ain't pulling no double headers.
That's like, did he pull double duty? No, Hulk Hogan.
I have a major. Graduated with a major in sports administration, but I have a minor in Hulk Hogan lies. He said this bullshit because he was like, "Yeah, I wrestled in Japan. You know, the world. I went backwards." Essentially, trying to call the bullshit that Superman did in the first Superman movie in the '70s when Lois died, and then he was like, "Oh my God, I fucked up," and he spun around the Earth a bunch of times and made it go backwards. That's what Hulk Hogan was essentially. Well, I went over in Japan, so time went backwards. So I went in Japan all those times. So yeah, I wrestled like 400 times in a year. No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't.
Like, what do you even say to shit like that?
What crack do you
None
smoke?
of that makes sense.
What crack that is why you had cardiac arrest. Because the shit you was on is why you are dead now.
Yeah. If I was to hear him say that, I'd just be like, this nigga lying. You know that look. You know that look.
Man, just lying.
You know they saying some bullshit. Like, you know, just hit him with one of those. Okay. Yeah, all right. Yeah,
man, that's
sure,
crazy.
Holster. Sure, Holster.
Because even when I was in, because when I got into wrestling, I was reading books and books and books on it because you couldn't watch no videos. I get what I could get from the library, but like I told Greg earlier, like I would believe these Hulk Hogan lies, and then I started getting older and just popping. This a lie. This a lie. This motherfucker be lying. This motherfucker be lying. Why does dude be lying?
Steroids messing with his head. That's a possibility. Look, and that's the thing is that's why it wasn't one or two things. Even it was just the racist thing where they were like they would go to his hometown or they would go in the South, and you know, South's still pretty fucked up. He was still getting booed. He got booed in where were they when him and Titus were out there and he got his ass booed at WrestleMania.
New Orleans, I think.
Was it New Orleans? Like, it's the fact that there's all these lies on top of him constantly undercutting his co-workers, his friends.
He has admitted to undercutting the wrestlers union that was trying to be formed in the 1980s.
Yeah.
It doesn't get more cutthroat than that.
He also, if he had actually told the truth on the stand during the Vince McMahon trials.
He doesn't have a 10-inch penis.
That's also true. Well, Hulk Hogan and Terry Bollea have two different penises, brother. What? What is that? What do you mean?
That is the same thinking of I wrestled 400 times. I mean, you can wrestle 400 times, but that would mean you wrestled more than once. You wrestle more than once in a day. But more often than not, you're not wrestling more than once in a day. You're wrestling once every other day. You probably wrestle at equal probably about 150 to 200 times a year at max. You ain't wrestling every damn day, brother.
Yeah, it's just What's the dumbest lie he told that y'all know? Oh God, there's so many.
That one about the shit being backwards. Because I was a young wrestling fan at that point. I was like, the world. I was like, I equated to. Oh man, because I just watched that movie the other day just for nostalgia reasons. Like, man, I ain't watched the first Superman. The first Superman from 1970, whatever, with Christopher Reeve. And I'm like, I ain't watched this in forever. And I remember the ending where he Lois died, and then he's like, "Oh, I fucked up. I'm gonna just spin around the earth." And I'm like, "My nigga, I forgot." Because even as a kid, I was like,
"That's dumb." Yeah, that's stupid.
I'm like, "What? The Earth don't work? That I'm pretty sure the Earth don't work. If it do, I don't want to be on it when it do. Yeah. That's one thing I want to know. I don't want to be on Earth when it do that."
We fucking fly off in other directions. Oh shit!
A motherfucker can just spin around the earth enough times that it can just reverse time. I don't want to be here. Because that motherfucker was like, "Yo, I love this woman so damn much. I can't believe I fucked up and let her die. I want to just reverse time." I was like, "I'm pretty sure you can't do that, Superman." I know Superman can do a lot of things. He cannot reverse time. What?
That is bullshit. And Hogan saw that and says, "That makes sense, brother."
I wrestled 400 times in a year.
He also, the two that I always remember, one is the one about how he was supposed to play bass for Metallica. Which no, just no. And they've denied that multiple times. Another one was he was a big Elvis fan, and also fuck Elvis. He was a big Elvis fan, and he said Elvis was a Hulkamaniac, brother. Elvis was dead before Hogan was wrestling.
Even I know that Elvis died on the toilet in
He died before,
in the late 70s.
He died before Hogan was even like Big Bad Terry, whatever. Like he died way before.
Like people forget, and even I low-key forgot this because I knew he got fired, but people forget. When he got on the Rocky, what was it, Rocky 3 or whatever?
Rocky 3, yeah.
Yeah, Rocky 3, he was fired by Vince McMahon. It's not Vincent Kennedy McMahon. It's Vince's dad. It's Vince Sr. He was fired by basically the WWF. Because that's what I essentially equate Vince Sr. to. When they had 3 W's, not 2. And then he got fired. He got popular off of the movie, and then introducing VKM, aka Voodoo King Mafia, for y'all TNA fans, for y'all TNA people, Voodoo King Mafia, aka
God,
man,
King Mafia,
yes.
And it's like the opening of that sound is this woman going, "Help, help, they're in my house." Like, what are they? What the guys were cheering for? What the fuck?
That shit was just so they could have the initials VKM. That shit was so terrible. Hickenbottom, look back. It's like, who the fuck? I know who.
We'll see you at the Alamo. No, you won't.
Like, why the fuck are you talking about Triple H and Shawn Michaels? Leave my goat alone before I have to shoot. Billy, I like you. I am an ass man. Why do I have to be fighting you? I've always liked you. And if y'all don't know, after HBK, probably Billy Gunn. As much like gimmicks that I support, Mike will tell you, I love me some Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn, Ass Man, The One, Billy and Chuck, Daddy Ass. I'm all for him. I love Billy Gunn. That dude is the GOAT. He is one of the GOATs. What was it about The Undertaker? Because Bit Mark hates his ass and you think they were friends. Oh, I'll tell you what it is about The Undertaker. That's cool. That's a great question, Cookie. That's a great question because me and Mongo was just talking about that before we got on.
Yes, we were.
So the story, when I started watching wrestling, I didn't really know much. Like I knew about Hulk Hogan, but it was like I spent the day watching for WrestleMania 2000. They did a whole full day recapping every WrestleMania up until WrestleMania 2000, basically WrestleMania 16. They don't call it 16. They call it WrestleMania 2000. So I sat up watching it. Didn't have cable, but I sat up watching the recap. And I'm like, all right, so essentially WrestleMania is Hulk Hogan for like the first 4 to 5 years. And then that random WrestleMania 9 when he shows up with the black eye and all that bullshit. But fuck all that. Hulk Hogan is at the top of his game when The Undertaker debuts. Vince McMahon's whole thing has been he loves big men. If y'all haven't had the chance to watch the Two Dudes with Attitudes documentary that has been added to WWE Vault, watch it because you get to see Vince's whole I love big dudes mentality at work because he put the title on Diesel like that. He saw Undertaker and was like, I like this dude. He's big. He's 6'10". Undertaker was 6'10" at one point. Due to old age and being broke as fuck, he ain't that height no more.
The motherfucker's 6'5" now.
He is trick tight.
That man sold 3 inches just to get
right. That man broke. That's why I said due to being old and being broke, he ain't that height no more. We're gonna put it on the brokenness. We ain't gonna put it on the old age. We're gonna put it on the broke. But the whole story was so Undertaker, Vince saw Undertaker and was like, oh yes, I'm gonna put the title on you. But Hulk Hogan being Hulk Hogan, what you mean you're gonna put the title on him? Oh no, baby, I'm Hulk Hogan. I'm your cash cow. What you mean you're gonna put the title on somebody else? So if you remember at Survivor Series, I think it's 1991, 1992, or something like that. It's one of them years, 90 something. I'm too young to know, but I know because I was too young to know when it happened. I was super single digits. But Hulk Hogan, Undertaker beat Hulk Hogan at Survivor Series 1990, whatever, in the early 90s. He pins him 1, 2, 3. He becomes the WWF champion. Undertaker is only the WWF champion for like 2 weeks at max because he ends up losing to Hulk Hogan at Tuesday in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Random ass pay-per-view that they don't ever repeat again. The whole story behind that is that Hulk Hogan claimed that Undertaker, because the match ended when Undertaker won, the match ended with Undertaker hitting the tombstone on Hulk Hogan on a chair. Hulk Hogan claimed, oh man, you actually landed me on the chair and you fucked my neck up, brother. So yeah, you fucked me up and Vince ain't gonna like that you messed me up. Got Undertaker in all this big trouble for something that never fucking happened. Undertaker didn't, if you watch the match, he didn't even connect with the chair. But Vince believed Hogan.
You can see, I'm going to try and find video if I can.
Like Vince believed Hulk Hogan. So they had Tuesday in Texas. So Undertaker got to be WWF champion for essentially 2 weeks in the early 90s. He lost it to Hulk Hogan at that pay-per-view. And the bad part about it, because of that, fuck Hogan. Because of that, Undertaker never got to be WWF champion again until WrestleMania 13, which is all the way in 1997. So that's why Undertaker don't really fuck with Hulk Hogan. Because Hulk Hogan low-key fucked Undertaker over. If you think about it, from the early 90s all the way to 1997, Undertaker does a lot of stuff that is not involved in winning a title.
Yep.
Undertaker does a lot of stuff in the 90s that doesn't involve anything regarding a title. He's just theatrics. Ooh, his hand came out of the grave. Ooh, he fought another Undertaker. Ooh, he did some other bullshit. Ooh, he did this. Ooh, he did that. He don't do nothing essentially from his day, from the time he wins that title until 1997 at WrestleMania 13. He don't do nothing. That's why Vince McMahon makes up for lost count with him winning all those world heavyweight titles in the 2000s. Because he didn't win the title from 1991 to 1997.
This is Taker on his podcast talking about, but like this. So this is, yeah. This.
But even
like
Undertaker knew he got fucked over. He was too young to know he got fucked over.
Yeah, that's why I like when you hear someone talk about Hogan on near Taker, Taker's just like, what the fuck ever. Like, he really doesn't fuck with him. Here we go.
I'm going to tombstone him on a chair. I've given my kids rougher bumps than I give Hogan. I wrap him up. I've got him. The chair comes down.
Do you see where his head is not even there? Like, it's not there, man.
I was a beginning wrestling fan, and I watched that, and I was like, what? But no, this is why I don't fuck with Hulk Hogan. Even before the racism shit, it was like I could before the racism stuff, it was like I don't fuck with you, but I can respect you. But then it was like, oh, you just don't even like me, so yeah, I don't like you at all. Because it's like you're a known fucker. You're a known motherfucker.
Yeah. So that's
You
what it is.
a known motherfucker. You have fucked people over trying to form a union. You have fucked people over when their careers are beginning, and you have constantly done that in You did that a lot in WCW. You didn't want to put Kidman over.
There was when he injured Macho Man, because do you remember when I think it was like the World War III show, and Hogan is out there with Macho Man. He's like, "This is a rag sheet, brother. Dave Meltzer thinks that Macho's arm is injured. Macho's arm is fine, brother." Macho was significantly injured, and it was the arm he used for his elbow drop and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to go wrestle with an injured arm because Hogan didn't wanted to like fuck over Meltzer, which is a whole other thing. And first off, all that does is advertise Meltzer's, Wrestling Observer.
It's giving free publicity to a dirt sheet, and then you're also highlighting someone being injured.
And then Macho got hurt more. He actually got a severe injury because of that moment. Like, this is the shit where I said I had to explain this to a lot of people when back in January. Friends and family who are like, why are people hating Hulk Hogan all of a sudden? It's not all of a sudden.
He's been a piece of fucking shit.
He was already being a piece of shit. Him being a racist, a blatant racist, just made it the icing on the cake. That's
the part that took the fans that were like, yeah, he did shitty stuff, but wrestling is full of shitty people. Those people, once they heard that rant, were like, all right, nah, for real, fuck them. And so no, the MAGA, no one all of a sudden started hating him because he went MAGA. No, that's not at all. That's not at all what happened.
I don't even care. Like, political affiliations don't mean shit to me with wrestlers, because I don't care at the end of the day. Like, you're just one person. At the end of the day, it's still the majority.
Yeah.
But that man has had a lengthy track record of being a narcissistic piece of shit.
Yeah.
That stems back 40, 45 years.
And that's why, like Greg had the cherry on top. Like, he had been avoiding the video of Ric Flair crying and all that. It's like, yeah, I don't blame, because it's like, bro, you're in that same ilk. Every other day, we're hearing about you having cancer. You're not like Jim Ross, where it's like stuff is trying to come at him. Every other time we're hearing about you, it's something going wrong with you, or you can't do this, or you're talking bad about somebody, or you're just, oh, now I'm sick again. Okay, when are you not sick? It's like, how many times can you cry, the boy cry wolf, and we're not going to keep taking it. It's just like, yeah, whatever, Rick. Because just like for me, Hulk Hogan, you were getting to Ric Flair status at this point. You came out with a shitty beer that nobody had heard of, real American beer. As the beer aficionado, ain't nobody heard of that beer. Even the people that I talked to, the brewers that I talked to here in Louisville, they were like, I didn't even know he was coming out of the beer. I was like, if y'all didn't know, I didn't know. And I'm like, I know it's not good. All he did was slap his name on something. He's just sitting up there selling the brand of Hulk Hogan. I don't respect that, just like I don't respect Ric Flair doing it at this point. I don't respect, like, people like...
We've been mocking the Woo Wings since it fucking started.
Woo in energy, all this bullshit. Yeah, you're selling the lifestyle.
Well, what the fuck are we doing?
Right.
Like-
You're selling the lifestyle. You're selling the lifestyle of Ric Flair. You're selling that all that bullshit, bro. The video that I shared that video in our chat a couple weeks ago. It was like, yeah, in Tampa, you are a dude that everybody sees every damn day. You are Richard Flair. You come in the bar at 4 p.m. at your seat, and if your seat is filled, then you're going to be causing a fuss. But you sitting up here, if somebody recognizes you that's not from Tampa, they're like, oh my God, is that Ric Flair? And he turns it on, but the rest of the time, he's sitting up there knocking them back, and then he drunk on the floor, pissing on himself by 7 o'clock.
Yep. It's a cookies. Fuck. I'm not putting that up. But you're not wrong.
But cookies, I was gonna say cookies ain't right, and he ain't lying. He ain't lying on that one. And that's another reason why Rick was crying. That's why Rick was crying, because he know he next.
Hey, Cookies, I said something similar in our demo chat earlier. Like, damn, he outlived Hogan. Like,
he outlived Hogan, but it's like, oh shit, it ain't many of us left.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why that video is like, I know exactly why he's crying. I don't care. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight.
I won't care, but I'll care for Charlotte. I'll care for Ashley.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. And like Mike said before, you care about the friends and the families of the man that passed, for sure, because they had nothing to do with his beliefs and any of that shit. So
right,
that's who you pour your heart out for, and that's who you wish for better things for. But yeah, next week, whenever Kenny's on, he'll give. I'm sure he's going to have some things to say. Since we didn't do it this week, and there is a pay-per-view next week, we're going to have a double show.
So I'll be defending. I could win one title and lose the other. That's awesome.
Yep.
I love that. I welcome it. It's all right.
Mike
gets to go through what I went through.
watch Monday through Wednesday for all the news, because Thursday is going to be just predictions and a fucking quiz show. That's all we're doing. Unless something else crazy happens, knock on wood.
Unless Rick don't die.
Don't even. Yeah. Not Jesus Christ. All right. You can follow us at facebook.com/UnderTheRingPod and twitch.tv/UnderTheRingPod. And know when we go live Monday through Wednesday, 6-ish Eastern time. And Thursdays like tonight, 9-ish Eastern. You can also get us at our personal links over on Linktree and Fingertip. You go there to find out what the hell we're doing. I am at Greg Bush SK on Twitter and just Greg Bush on Blue Sky. Kenny's at RockerRibs44. We've got your current, still, Are You Fucking Serious quiz champion for another week, Mike Ciampa at Mr. Freshbeard. We've still got our double champion, the Forever Intercontinental Champion, and the Reggie Simpson Memorial Throw 'em Up Predictions Champion, Matty Reigns at the right answer, Matty Two Belts. We've got our street team captain, Tito, at Boreal Maliente, and last but not least, our good friend and Florida Gator, Justin Devontae Baxley.
Go Gators.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. Tell your loved ones you love them. Make amends. And do the fucking dumb.
Do the darn. Peace out, Daddy. Peace out, Nation. Peace out, Tommy. Peace out, Cookies.
Can't come from anymore. We came for you.
Get your rest, Hulk. Cause you sure ain't getting it where you at.